Hey guys, what is up? It is Avery, and welcome to Teendom Talk Show, the talk show for the kids, the teens, and everyone in between. And so, as you guys can probably tell, if you are a Teendom Talk Show regular viewer, then you can tell that I am in a different location right now. And that is true, but you guys will figure out why in a second. For anyone that is new to Teendom Talk Show, hi, my name is Avery. I am your host, and feel free to subscribe on Teendom Talk Show's YouTube, Teendom Talk Show. Follow us on Facebook, Inspired Melon and LLC, to be able to watch every single Teendom episode and never miss one. So for today's episode, we have a lot in store. I am so excited to be able to do this episode because we are doing something we have never really done before. So that is really exciting. But first off, I want to let you all know that this week's Teendom Talk Show episode is sponsored by I don't want to bang on the table too hard because I don't want to break the glass that I'm on, is Chef Cordell from Eating Well with Chef Cordell. Remember that the teen after-school cooking camps are still going on. So if you have not signed up, go and sign up, okay? You can go to www.chefcordell.com, click on the teen camps tabs for more. And for more information, once again, that is 980-858-CHEF. Or you could go to info@chefcordell.com, Chef Cordell's email, to get info directly from him. So remember to follow all of these steps to be able to sign up for the teen after-school cooking camps for ages 11 through 17. And the summer ones are coming up very soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that, y'all. And all of this that I just said, plus all of Chef Cordell's social medias, all of Eating Well with Chef Cordell's social medias, is in the description box down below. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can click the links down there to be able to learn even more about these fantastic cooking camps. So we have a lot in store for you guys today, as I've already mentioned. I hope that everyone's week has been absolutely fantastic. Mine has been pretty good. I was traveling for a work trip, which was really fun, really exciting. And overall, things have been pretty good. I end school kind of soon, considering us Chicago kids, we end kind of late, and we normally start late too, but because of COVID and everything, we now start back in August, which is something I'm not very fond of. But I get out on the 22nd of June. I know for people that do not live here, they think that that is like absolutely crazy and insane because majority of people are out of school already, but I am not. So, and I have not one, but two guests on the show with me today, and we will be announcing something very special. First, I would like to tell you guys a little bit about my friend Aniya Adams, who is CEO of Butterup.Chi. She is a baker, and she is fantastic. I'm telling you guys, if you go to her social media, which is also in the description box down below, you guys will be able to see so many of the fantastic creations that she has made. It is so dope, I'm telling y'all right now. And then I have my friend and partner, Addison Belhomme, who is CEO of Directors.Eye, a film business, and we will just be talking a little bit about the new upcoming project we are working on. So I will be talking to both of them today, and we also will be doing a nice little activity that may or may not get a little messy. So, you know what? I'm just going to bring them both in. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking right now, so I'm just going to bring them in right now. So let me just do that.
Hi. Oh. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think that's cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk to you today.
Yes, same. I'm so excited. Thanks for having me.
I am too. And I see that Addison is still joining right now. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm so glad to be here.
I am doing really good. I'm so excited to be able to speak with the both of you guys today and also do a nice little activity. But the very first thing that I want to get into, because we have a lot to go through with today's show, I first want to be able to talk to Aniya. Once again, as I just told the people, you are the CEO of Butterup.Chi, and yeah. I want to be able to talk with you a little bit today, and Addison will be helping me conduct some of these questions as well for Aniya. I'm just asking her a little bit about her business, what she does, because I'm telling you guys her creations are absolutely fantastic. So
thank you.
They are so cool. I am telling you, girl, like
thank you.
And I go on your Instagram sometimes just to see at all the cool stuff that you're making or you're remaking for that other people have made. And I'm like, I don't understand how someone bakes this good.
Thank you.
I really don't. I'm like, I need to try and do that because you have a true talent, girl.
Thank
So the
you.
first thing that I want to be able to ask you is, what is Butterup.Chi and why did you start it? Like, how did it all come to be?
Okay, so this is sort of a funny story because I've always loved baking, but I rarely really sucked at it. Like, literally had hot cake and like frosting that would melt, and I would get so angry. And I like, when you know how you have like a recipe and people tell you instructions, like I would make buttercream, but then I'm like, you don't need that much, you don't need that little liquid. So I would pour the whole thing and I would have like runny frosting. It looked like glaze that you would put on donuts. So I used to do that when I was younger. And it's just sort of branched out as I got older and I started to become more experienced and start to listen more. It branched out into my own company. And then one day I always tell my like class about my baking. My teacher was like, so you don't have an Instagram? And I was like, no, but I'll get there. And I just kept telling myself that. And I went home that day and I was like, I need to stop telling myself that I'm going to get it one day because it's never going to happen if I keep doing that. And I just went ahead and I made myself an Instagram account. And I've had so much support from family and friends, and just like family friends who have come together and helped me build what my business is now. So it's really exciting.
Oh, I love that.
Wow, that is awesome. I mean, everyone has a coming up story, but just hearing your growth, how much better you got at baking, and now you're having your own business is awesome.
Yes.
My next question for you is, when did your passion of baking start? I mean, I know you touched on it a little bit, but could you give us a bit more of your background story?
So my passion for baking started when I was maybe 5, and I was able to actually touch a butter knife. Like my mom, I would frost cakes with butter knives. Every Sunday, my mom and I would make either vanilla cake or chocolate cake. And I would always just be so excited with the outcome. So around 5-ish is when I started. And then eventually, as I got older, I started to move on to some things by like cracking the eggs by myself or being able to mix it like fast enough by myself without making a big mess. So as I got older, I just started to move on to better and bigger things.
I absolutely love that. I love how you first started off with your mom, because I feel like parents, they always push us. And
yes.
I have to admit, me as a young child, I was not a good baker. I don't know what young child was, but you obviously were on your way, on your path, and have turned into the fantastic baker that you are. And I'm telling you guys right now, once again, for probably the millionth time that I'm going to say during this show, is that you need to check out her Instagram, where she has creations that she does. It is absolutely splendid, absolutely fantastic. And one thing that I want to know, that I know the audience is probably wondering too, with Butterup.Chi, what services do you provide? What do you provide for the people? Like, what do you bake that they can order?
Okay, so there are two like certain types of people, certain types of bakers. And then you have custom cake bakers, and then you also have like people who only provide what they show you. So I do both. If you give me a cake and you're like, oh, I love this cake, yes, let me get this, I want this for like my child's birthday, I'll give you a yes or no. If I can, like, if I know that I can create it, I'll be like, yep, I can create this. Or if you're like, yeah, just go ahead and freestyle, I'll do that too. I also do cupcakes. I do chocolate chip cookies, which my family will literally eat like a whole 18 batch of them. I dabble in donuts a bit. I have this amazing recipe that literally tastes like Dunkin' Donuts, and it is so good. And I also do like dip chocolate covered strawberries. You can customize those to like whatever color you want. Yeah, whatever toppings. I have like sugar, sprinkles, glitter. You can have peanuts, whatever kind of flavor you would like. So those are like a few of my treats.
Oh, okay. I actually have like one specific question for you. Out of all of the ones that you've like made before, like you've made for people, which one is your favorite?
Out of all like the treats ever?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a throwback, but it is this amazing chocolate cake that I made for my grandpa's birthday. It was a chocolate cake with it was a yellow cake with chocolate frosting, and then it had like these strawberries on top. But when I tell you, I tricked my family. I was like, yep, this came from a bakery. They were like, and then I was like, no, I made it. They were like, no, you didn't. I was like, yes, I did. And like, they didn't believe me until they went home. And I was like, yeah, I made the cake. And they were like, what? And I was just in love with it because I kind of like cut it. You know how you like kind of score it on top so that you can have individual slices? And I put the strawberries on top and it just looked awesome.
That's actually like really cool. I want to try that. Doesn't that actually sounds pretty good? Not gonna lie. Addison, do you think that sounds good?
Yeah. My mouth was watering as you were talking right now. Like, I don't know how to explain. You seem to be very versatile in your baking, and it's like you go from cakes to fruits to donuts to cookies. And so it already seems like your business is really, reaching higher levels, and it's really
definitely
rising right now. So my next question is, even though you're already succeeding so much, how do you want to continue your business in the future? Like, where do you see yourself?
Okay, so I love this question because I have goals for my business. I would literally love, like, my two biggest goals are to do a gender reveal cake and a wedding cake. And I'm practicing day by day, like step by step, both of those, because you have to be versatile when people ask for things. Like if they ask for like a drip cake or if they ask for separate colors or separate flavors on each side, you just really have to play around on your own without being asked for it. What you would like to do, because that's how you grow your business at the best of its ability. And I also like to play around with different frosting types. Like I've made maybe 4 different frosting types ever, which all of them vary in like different colors and flavors and likings from other people. So I would really, really enjoy just continuing to just branch out into different new things that aren't my regular style.
That's interesting. I really like that. And I think that's really cool that you're deciding to branch out. And I feel like that's a good thing for a baker, especially being able to try so many different cool things. And I actually have one last question for you before I want to try and get into some audience questions. And that is, where can people find your work and where can people follow you? I know that we've already talked about following your Instagram, but how can people reach out to you as well? Like, do you have an email that they can reach out to?
Yes, I do have an email. It is actually in my Instagram bio, and I do not want to say it wrong because I think I mixed it with my Instagram bio, but I think it's like Butterup.Chi@gmail.com.
I think that's it actually.
You think so? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, that's my email. You can also DM me on Instagram. So I do those two, and those are like my best ways to contact people.
Okay, got it. So I want you all of you watching, like, look me in the eye. I am telling you right now, go check out this girl's work. It is fantastic. And everything that she just described, if your mouth's not watering after that, are you okay?
Wrong. Right.
Wrong. Like, your mouth should be watering. So for the audience, as you guys know, and if you are new to Teendom, every single time if I have someone on the show and I'm asking them questions, you guys have the ability to comment in a live chat any questions that you may potentially have. So I'm going to go to YouTube first because YouTube actually has some pretty cool ones, and so does Facebook too, but I always go to YouTube first. So I'm going to go to y'all first and see what questions that you have for Aniya and Butterup.Chi. First off, I love that name, by the way. I think that it's so cool.
Thank you.
So cute.
Love how you represent Chicago in that name.
Yes.
As you should.
Okay, someone said something that I totally agree with. I need that cake in my life. Yeah, you do.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, like I do too. I need it in my life as well. And someone else did someone say chocolate covered strawberries? Yes, she did.
Yes. Check out my Instagram. They look absolutely amazing. Please.
I'm gonna need to order some of those. Like, I need to write myself like a little mental reminder of like, I need to do those. Ooh, someone asked a good question. How do you balance your business, school, and social life?
Ooh, I love this because I have always I won't say naturally, but I've been able to be always on top of my schoolwork. And being on top of your schoolwork is literally more important than anything. Cause like my parents will, if I like fail on something, they'll be like, nope, we can't bake this week. So I have to keep my phone taken away. I have to stop baking for a week. So it's just a balance of what you can handle. And I know what I can handle. And if I can't handle it, I won't take it on, and I'll just be like, sorry, I'm busy this week. Like, I can't do that right now. And school, well, I'm like a really good student. Like, I'm a really good student at school. My social life is awesome because my mom gets tired of me asking for her to drive me places. So she's always like, okay, fine. So I get time to have social things as well as bake orders as well, which is like a cool balance because baking isn't just you have to do the day of. You can always like freeze stuff, or you can wrap it up and save it for like another day, and it can just be fresh still. So it's really cool how you can do that as well. And I'm actually working on a cake right now, so that's kind of like the behind the scenes. You guys will probably see that sometime this weekend. So yeah, that's kind of like how I just deal with it, knowing what I can handle.
Okay, I like that. And I now have the idea to want to go and freeze things, so I could possibly just like save it for later.
Freezing stuff is literally how you maintain stuff for a long time, and it really works too. So
it does.
Like, it sounds pretty good. Okay, another question that someone asked is, what is your plan for selling baked goods in the middle of a pandemic? That's a great question.
That's a good question.
My plan for selling baked goods in the pandemic, when it's like people are kind of paranoid, and then it's also starting to warm up. So it's coming to like the summertime, and we usually go and get like a snow cone or something. I handle that by trying the best I can to post anytime I can, like post. I'll do polls. I'll do like, what should I make today? Like, vote on this, or I'll do like an interactive. Here's the buttercream of the hump day to get you through the day. So I just constantly post, and I also have family who they also have businesses, so that kind of helps boost me. Like, my whole family is a family of business, like literally my entire family. So I featured them, and they're like, feature me back, and it's kind of like we feed into each other's energy. So it really also helps boost my brand, because it's really good for them and it's also good for me. So like, advertisement is the best way I kind of do that during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, especially considering that with a lot of businesses, social media has been the actual key.
Yes. Social media.
And the pandemic hasn't allowed us to see anyone, so doing your stuff digitally is the best way to promote your business and get it out there.
Yeah, most definitely. I love how you've been able to handle that, and I love how the family with that entrepreneurial spirit has been able to help you as well.
So awesome.
And I am actually, we have so many good questions, guys. We do have a challenge to get to, considering it's 6:49. So I'm going to try and do one more question. And then for anyone else that has like a huge question that they really want to be able to get to know the answer to, feel free to just comment it, and then I'll get to Aniya about the question. And then afterwards, I'll get you guys the answer, because I still want everyone's questions to be answered. So the last question that I am going to do is, this one is actually a pretty good one. I'm so sorry for everyone else's questions though, because they're so good. How many days notice do you need to bake a cake? And I wanted to ask you this one because I felt like if someone wanted to order from you, then afterwards they know like how many days notice.
I need at least 48 to 72 hours, because with that comes me not being able to drive, and I can't just be like during the week. My mom, she also works, and so does my dad, so I can't just be like, hey, I need to go to the grocery store today. Like, that's not in my plans. I can't be that type of person. So I'll definitely need at least, I'll say 72 hours, so about 3 days notice, for you to be able to have everything that you need. And if you need like if you need like a 1 day notice, that's like really pushing it. But it's like pushing it, but it's not at the same time. Like, if I have everything and I know like, hey, yeah, I can give you this in like then the next day, I'll be like, yeah, I can give you that because I have everything here with me. But if I'm like, I need to go to the grocery store for some sugar, like, I have to have at least 72 hours. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need 3 days notice before like
Yes.
cooking something, baking something, and
Yeah.
especially if you want it to be to like the best of its ability. Then like,
Yes, because rushing it is not the best. I've tried that before. It's not the best at all.
I can only imagine when it comes to
Right.
baking. I can
Yeah.
only imagine. And I want to thank you all for your questions. And one thing that I actually decided that I think would be a good idea is if I actually ask some of them while doing the challenge as well. So we'd still be able to
Yeah.
answer some of you guys' questions. So
So the questions were great.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you guys so much. And now for you guys, we have a special challenge. So for those of you guys that do not know, I posted it on Instagram yesterday. So did Addison. We are working on a very special project together. And we tonight are announcing the name of the project.
Oh,
and
I'm
excited. And it's been in the works for a little while now, since like the beginning of this year. So now it is just so crazy that we get to announce the name for you guys. But we're not just gonna announce it any old way.
Right. That's whack. No.
Yeah, that's whack. That's boring.
Exactly.
So what we are going to be doing today to add a little bit of flair to this, we are cookie decorating with a recipe that Aniya gave us. And so baking, she was able to give us a recipe for fantastic sugar cookies that we actually pre-made. And now we'll be decorating on the show to be able to help you guys try and figure out what the name of our new project is. So we are going to get our decorations that we have. I have some nice little frosting, some sprinkles over here, and we are going to cookie decorate for you guys. And each cookie is going to have something that resembles a word in our title of our special project. And there are 5 words in total, so a total of 5 cookies, and we are going to have to decorate them in now that we are starting to run out of time, in a 25-minute span.
Oof.
So this is going to be a bit difficult, and Aniya, she will be talking to us a little bit about the documentary, because it is a documentary. We're just going to give that to you guys right now. It's a
That's all. Nothing more.
That's all you guys may
Right.
get. So she will be talking to us a little bit about it, because I actually got to participate in the project with us.
Yes, I did. It was really fun too. I really loved it.
Yes, so we will be doing that for you guys. I'm going to set the 25-minute timer while we are doing this for you guys. And I'm just really excited. Are you excited to decorate some cookies?
Yeah, let's get to it.
And I am excited to eat the cookies after we finish decorating.
Right.
Thank you so much, Aniya, once again for
Yes, of course.
fantastic recipe.
That was-
I tried some of the cookie dough.
Ooh.
Ooh. It was so good. So
Yeah.
here is the timer, and I'm just going to press start. So the timer is starting. So we are going to get our cookies out. I have mine. These are what mine look like.
Here are
Ooh,
mine.
yummy.
And
props to you guys, because I could never decorate a cookie. I couldn't even decorate one in like 20.
It's not gonna be the best.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like
It's the effort.
Here decor.
Yes.
It's the effort that counts.
It's good.
Yes.
It's, yeah, exactly like you said. It's the effort. It's the effort. Have you ever made this recipe before? The one that you sent us? How many times have you made it?
It tastes so good. It reminds me of like a butter sugar cookie, like at the same time, because you have to underbake it a bit, which sounds kind of gross. It's still cooked, but you have to underbake it a bit so that it doesn't create a dryness, and it tastes amazing, especially with royal icing on top, which meringue powder itself, which is like what you kind of put in it, it tastes really, really bad, because like egg whites just like crumbled into like powder, like refined powder. But that frosting and those cookies taste amazing. Yes.
I'm excited.
I have literally no clue on how I'm supposed to open my frosting.
Let me see it.
I was struggling a bit.
How do I open this?
Scissors. That's the only way it opens, literally.
Scissors?
Yeah.
Scissors? I don't know if we do.
Or this may hurt a bit, but take your back of your tooth and get out.
Try that. Okay, I'm not
trying to thug it out.
That may hurt me.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Right.
So now while we not finish, but continue decorating our cookies, we are going to show a video of Addison, her vlogging her experience of when she was making her sugar cookies. There were a lot of ups and downs to it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we were able to do it, thankfully. So I am going to screen share her video for you all to be able to see. And then you guys will be able to watch mine while we finish decorating some cookies. So here it is.
All right, here we go. Watchers, it's me, Addison, and today we're going to be making sugar cookies for our special Teendom episode. As you can see, we have all of our ingredients, so let's jump right into it. Now that we mixed all of our dry ingredients, we can put this to the side and get to mixing our eggs, vanilla, and butter in the mixing bowl. Now that the mix has gotten to a good consistency, we're going to add in our dry ingredients. Now that the dough has finally finished, I can now roll it out into the counter and get started on shaping the cookies. All right, I have now officially gotten my dough flattened. So we're gonna cut these circles for the cookie dough. Not with a cookie cutter, but with a cup. I've now preheated the oven to 325, so I'll come back when I place my cookies on the tray. Alright, so after some hard work of mixing and kneading that dough, I finally come out with 15 cookies. I'm gonna put it in the oven now for 8 to 10 minutes, more like 15, and we'll see how it goes. Can't wait.
Okay, you seem to be making some progress. Let's check back in about 10 minutes.
Okay, so after about 15 minutes of baking, I think our cookies are done. Oh my gosh, they smell amazing. I'm stopping myself from eating one right now, but I know we have to save it for the show. So thanks so much for baking with me, and stay tuned for this special episode of Teendom tonight at 6:30 Central Time. See you there.
Okay, that was low-key pretty good.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Was actually a lot smoother than mine was.
Really? Well, I mean, I kind of, edited out the difficult parts. We like to show the good side,
Okay, right now, how are you doing with your cookies right now?
It's going. I'm still on the first one, trying to add a little bit of detail, but
I'm trying to make the first one the best one, and I don't exactly know how good that's turning out. I got my frostings open. That's
good.
That's good.
Without hurting yourself.
Yeah, not yet.
No.
We don't know how the rest of the night will go, but I'm trying my best. So now you guys will be able to see my experience with trying to make these cookies. And I'm just gonna say right now, it's not as seamless as it could be. I had a little struggle path, but we got through it. We made these cookies. So now I'm going to show you guys my video. Let's go.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Avery, and today I will be showing you guys my process with making the sugar cookies. I'm really excited. Thank you so much to Aniya for sending us this recipe so we can make the cookies for today's show, and let's just get into it. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm gonna do is on this iPad right here, I have a couple of the ingredients and the instructions so we can get started. So that's what we're gonna get into now. Okay, so I have it pulled up. So the first thing that it says, in a large bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, mix the butter and sugar on a high speed for about 3 minutes until well combined. Okay, so I don't think we have a mixer. So we're gonna try and find another way to do that. So I have this bowl and I have some eggs. Let me get the eggs. I have some eggs and I have some sugar. So we're just gonna see how we can do this. So it says, oh, butter. Why do I get eggs? Okay. Maybe if I microwave it, it'll work. I think that could be a possibility, yeah, because it just says that it needs, okay, so 1 1/4 cup. I'm gonna find something to microwave this in, and then I'll pour it into 1 1/4 cup, and then I'll pour it into the bowl with the sugar and then mix it. Okay. That'll work. Okay, so we have a coffee cup, so I'm just gonna put the butter in a coffee cup and then we're gonna microwave it since I don't have a mixer to use. All right, so the butter isn't liquid. Let's figure this out again. How do I get 1 1/4 cups of butter if it's not in a cup? Oh, wait. Oh, it said on the packaging. Okay, so if 4 sticks equals 2 cups. So I need 1 stick. Okay, so I need 1 stick and a half. Okay, see, this is why I don't bake. Okay. Okay, so I finally figured out the butter thing with the conversions and everything. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the sugar and then I'm gonna put it in here and then I'm gonna start mixing it to the best of my ability. Okay, so we've ran into another problem. So since I'm not in a familiar space, I don't know where like the cups are. So I found this thing and this is 1 liter and I Googled it. So apparently there are 4.2 cups in a liter, but I need 1 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna try and be as approximate as I can and just splitting it into like a 1/4 of this liter thing that I found and try it from there. I think that's good. That's not like too much sugar, is it? Okay. So I'm gonna assume that this is what it's supposed to look like considering the recipe doesn't have any pictures, but it's a really interesting consistency. It's kind of pasty, but considering this is only like butter and sugar, I think I did pretty well. Okay, so I added in the ingredients. So I added in the egg, just the egg yolk, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. So now I am supposed to mix it well while scraping down the sides of the bowl. So I'm gonna do that and hopefully succeed. So this is what it's looking like. There's still like a couple of chunks in there. So I'm gonna try and get those out. But overall, I think that I did a pretty good job. I hope. So now we're gonna go to the next step. Now I have to add in the flour, the salt, the baking powder, and then afterwards mix it until the dough comes together. So I'm gonna add that considering like that's kind of like the last step to like actually making the dough for the cookies. So yeah, let's do that. Take 3 of Avery having absolutely no clue of what she's doing. So once again, we have this liter problem. So I'm gonna try and add in 3 cups. So I have my flour, I have that right here, so I'm gonna add that to the mixture, then I'm gonna add the salt and the baking powder, and then we're gonna mix it. What I'm telling you right now, this area is gonna be like an actual beast to clean up. So I'm starting to feel like I put in too many dry ingredients. I think I'm gonna have to add in like another egg or something. Like, let me show you. This is what it's looking like right now, and it's kind of dry. So I think I'm gonna try and add in like another egg or something. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the recipe or like when it's rising or whatever. So I may need to add in a bit more of each thing. But this is very dry. Okay, so I think that I did a pretty okay job now. Let me show you guys. It actually wasn't too hard. I just hadn't mixed it good enough. So I mixed it more, and now it's looking pretty good. All right, it's foiled up and ready for me to put in the fridge. And now we wait, and I'm gonna clean up my area while we are waiting for the next hour. Okay, so it has been a little while, and as you guys can tell, I've changed my clothes and everything. But I have taken the dough out of the fridge, and it honestly is a pretty good consistency, pretty doughy, as it should be. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to preheat the oven, and I also am going to put the balls of dough in this mini little pan that I have. I don't have parchment paper, so I'm gonna just put foil on it. And then we're gonna put it in there, we're gonna leave it in there, and then we're gonna watch the cookies bake. So I put the foil on the mini pan that I have, and then afterwards I have this, so I am going to roll out some little balls and put them on this. But first, I'm going to preheat the oven to 325 degrees, and also if you are a minor, try and have a parent near you or with you while you are doing this. Now I'm going to wait 12 to 15 minutes for these bad boys to finish baking, and then I'm gonna take them out and let them cool, and we will see how they are. Guys, the cookies finished. Let me show you guys. Here they are, golden brown. They actually aren't like that soft, but they aren't that hard either. I just can't wait to taste them tomorrow when I decorate them, and I just want to thank you guys so much. Even though we went through a couple of issues, I see that these cookies turned out pretty good. Thank you so much to Aniya for helping me, giving me this recipe so I can make these fantastic cookies. Can't wait to taste them, and I'm so glad I was able to take you guys along on this journey with me with making these cookies. And let's get back into the episode. Okay, that was a journey.
It was. It was a fun journey to watch.
That was awesome.
Oh, it was okay. It was okay. It could have been a bit smoother, I can say, but overall.
No, that was awesome. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I ran through some bumps too. I just didn't show it in the video, but you know.
I'm like, I'm okay. So funny story. I had to end up making more because I ate the other ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they must have been good. That's a good sign.
They were actually like really delicious. So I'm like, okay. So now, what me and Addison are going to do, considering we are almost past halftime of making these, we are going to show you guys our progress.
Okay.
So we are going to join from our other cameras, and we are going to show you guys our progress so far.
All right.
Hey guys, so I'm going to show you guys what mine look like so far. Okay, so here we have our cookies so far. They are looking, I can say that, they are looking.
Yeah, cookies.
So this is what they're looking like so far. I am trying my absolute hardest. I do not know how this end result is going to turn out, but you guys will see what they all mean in a second. So I'm going to bring it over to Addison.
Okay. Well, you're definitely making some progress. They're different. So I obviously need to speed up with my work, but I can show you the 2 cookies that I've done so far.
Okay.
You know, trying to be a little creative, artsy, tight beat. Changing colors a bit.
Yours look good.
Thank you. You know
they
me.
Look good.
Yeah, so those are what I have so far, but let me pick up the pace.
All right, let's bring it back over to our other screens.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. We are trying over here.
Yeah.
I have to say.
I also have can you hear, is it lagging now? Can you hear like the feedback of it?
Oh no, we can hear you too.
I don't know what that was.
All right, so I also have a few questions for you ladies about this documentary that you all have. So for both of you, what is this documentary about? Like, what is it?
Oh, okay. So this is gonna take a little beating around the bush, but
Yeah.
so
yeah,
this project, it really resembles Black excellence.
Yes.
And it really shows a true family community.
Yeah.
It's documenting and highlighting something very important to me. And I'm so glad I was able to bring Addison along with it. So it's truly resembling Black excellence, the strength of family, and just really showcasing something that I, unfortunately, due to COVID, have not been able to, the family that I have not been able to be with during this pandemic, that I hope to get back to really soon.
Yeah, I would say this documentary is definitely showing, like Avery said, that family type aspect, and showing what, you know, we don't get to see a lot of on the news about Chicago. It's showing how we're not just, you know, all violence and things like that. Like there's good things that come from our city. I mean, I feel like this documentary really showcases it. I'm excited for everyone to see it because it tells stories. Like, you know, from the outside looking in, you might just think it's one thing, but when you really dive into it and watch this documentary, you'll really see how it takes a village and a family to bring something together, something beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that, and I completely agree. It really truly does, and I've seen that with many experiences.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So how did this idea for this documentary come to be?
So would you mind if I went first?
Oh yeah, you can.
So it's actually funny. This was maybe a month or so after me and Avery met. Like it was just right after New Year's, and she had FaceTimed me, and she was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh, hey," because we were first, you know, meeting, so I didn't really know what to say. So she was like, "So, you know, I'm thinking about doing this project, and knowing that you're trying to get your film business going, and you know, we have to uplift each other in this industry. I would love if you would want to work on it with me." And from there, of course, I said yes, because it's a film and I'm doing it with somebody who showcases Black girl magic and is the same age as me in the same city. So why would I deny it? So for me, that's kind of how it started. And then from there, we've just been working on it for these past 6 months, and it's been awesome. So that's how it started for me. But I know Avery has a little bit more to tell you guys.
I first off have to say I cannot believe that it has been 6 months that we've been working on this. It feels like it's passed by so quick. The way that it started for me is 10 years ago. Well, more than 10 years ago. I started off with this family, and I just know that during COVID, I missed them so much. It was like the most consistent thing in my life, and now I can no longer be with them because of this pandemic, and it just like broke me internally. And I feel like there's no better way that I express the way that I feel than throughout film. So I decided that I might as well highlight everything that they have done, not only for me, from my perspective, but for everyone, for the entire community. And especially within the Chicago area, just the Black excellence that this family has shown has been able to give kids across the city. I just knew that it was something that needed to be shared. So when I thought of the idea, I'm like, not only would this be boring to work on alone, but at the same time, it will be difficult to work on alone. So I did FaceTime Addison like right after we had met. And I was just like, hey, do you want to work on this project with me? And afterwards she's like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the journey started from there. And even though it has been a very interesting ride, considering of course nothing is done the way that it was done before, considering the pandemic, it was a nice, interesting little situation that we were in. But overall, it was just fantastic. And not to mention, Aniya is a part of this family, y'all. Aniya, she is a part of the family that I'm talking about. And it has just been like the best ride ever. And I can't believe that it's been like over 10 years of my life that I spent with these people.
Dang.
It has been the best. It has been the best.
Yes, it has. It has. Can agree with you on that.
I absolutely love it. So I'm so excited for you guys to be able to see it.
Me too, because I had such a ball just getting being able to be a part of it. Like, it was just really fun, and I enjoy especially how structural you are when it comes to being very professional. Like, your emails and your texts, you're always like on top of it. You're like, this and this, and this is how I'm gonna ask you this, and this is what time you need to be here. So I really appreciate that too, because I like people who can be responsible and also professional at the same time, and that is exactly what you show, especially throughout all of your creations that you have brought to me as well.
My heart is so full.
I can't agree more.
Yeah, this has just been so fantastic. I'm so excited for everyone to just be able to see the work that we've been
Same here. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be like fantastic.
Okay, so why is this documentary so important to the both of you?
Oh, I think the reason that the documentary is so important to me is because I'm able to showcase something that, once again, has been like one of the most consistent parts of my life, like besides like my family, like my blood family. But these people are actually like my second family, and it has become a home for me. So I feel like just being able to showcase that and to be able to share it with the rest of the world is just one of the many gifts that I've been able to do, and hopefully will continue to do throughout the rest of my life. And it just makes me so happy. It makes me feel so full that I'm able to share this story of such a empowering, inspiring family, and it's just pure Black excellence, because I feel like now more than ever, specifically in our generation, I feel like we need to see that, and I feel like they are that. If that makes sense. So it's so important to me, and I just can't wait to get it out for everyone to see. And I can't even, it's like I'm at loss for words over how much this means to me, and over how excited I am for everyone to be able to see it. And it's just so important, not only to me, but I feel like it'll be important for the audience too.
Yeah, I would say it's so important to me, one, because this is one of my first films that I'm doing. And I'm so glad that I'm able to do it in collaboration with someone that I know will have my back and will guide me through this process. So I do appreciate that. And I also feel that with the topic of this film and how we went about doing it, especially in COVID, it wasn't only just like a job. It was like we would be doing these interviews, because it is a documentary, another tidbit, because it would be virtual and it would be on Zoom. But it wasn't just like, interviews. It would be checking in with people, seeing how everyone was doing, building new relationships with people, meeting these people, a part of Avery's family. And even though I haven't met them in person, it feels like they've kind of become a part of my family too, because we worked on it for so long and we just were all together in this process. So I feel that was another amazing thing, especially in COVID, with many people not being able to see their families, knowing that everyone is good, that's a part of this film, and being able to see them over Zoom and to interact through this process. It was just a really great experience.
Most definitely, girl.
I love that. That is amazing how you can take them as your own. I really love that too.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. And so what was the process like? Because I experienced like the kind of, not the behind the scenes, but the behind the scenes at the same time, because I am a part of it. And I can tell that just from what you provided me with, I was like, she's doing this for everybody? Oh my goodness, like this must be so stressful. I'm like, oh, I could never. So I just wanted to know what the process was like and how you guys kind of like did this partnership, because I know partnership is literally what it says it is, and it's like a collaboration between the two of you. So how did you all balance keeping that to a standstill?
Oh, it was a very interesting and kind of difficult process, because first, the one thing is this family is located in Chicago and we both are located in Chicago. So that made it a bit simpler. But of course, there were those people who weren't. And considering we needed to do everything virtual, we don't have the equipment to do COVID tests to make sure that everyone is safe. So therefore, it's just better for us to do it virtual to make sure that everyone is as safe as possible they could be during this process. And because it's pandemic and you don't want to get people sick. So when figuring out how to do it virtually, I think that was the hardest part because we wanted to make sure that first the money. So we needed to see how much that it cost. We had to budget out everything for each person and figure out a schedule, considering we did specific camera rentals and then we did specific mic rent. Well, we bought the mics and bought all the lighting equipment for people and had to figure out an entire way to section it out so we could deliver it to people throughout the course of a little less than a month. And so we had to conduct all of our interviews that weren't virtual where they had to use a phone instead of the camera equipment, because we did talk to everyone on Zoom when conducting these interviews. But figuring out the scheduling part and figuring out how to get all this equipment to people around like over 20 people in less than a month was single-handedly one of the most hectic things I think I have ever done. So it was a really interesting process, but I'm glad that I was able to have Addison with me to help me conduct. Oh my God, my ring light was about to fall. I cannot let that happen again. But
Right.
Having Addison with me through this journey to be able to help me conduct some of the interviews was really a great thing because I feel like it made the process a little less hectic than it would have been if I was doing it by myself. So I'm really grateful for her for that. So it was a very hectic process, but it was all worth it. And then really, it was all worth it.
Definitely. I mean, of course, because me and Avery did go through the same process. It's kind of similar to hers. We would have to conduct the interviews. She would be buying some of the equipment. We would generate questions together. And we would kind of try, like she said, one of the difficult parts about it was scheduling. And it's still difficult now because we're in like crunch time. So we have to make sure, oh, you're busy Wednesday. Well, let's do it Thursday. Well, I'm busy Thursday. Let's do it Friday. Oh, Teendom's Friday. What are we gonna do? Like it's so many aspects that goes to scheduling specifically. It can be difficult, but we do figure it out. We create calendars and we write down dates on these calendars. We have a joint account so we can both see when we have planned to have our specific meetings, like things such as that, and the organization that Avery has put into this. And also it kind of taught me moving forward when I'm doing my own film, how to stay as organized as her in this process. I've learned so much. And I feel that the things that I have learned is very key to being a filmmaker. So once again, I do appreciate that. But yeah, the scheduling is difficult, right? And interviews with people, dealing with their schedules, trying to make sure that they can do certain interviews, not only the schedule with us, but the schedules with the interviewees. That can be hard as well. But of course we got through it because obviously the film is in the works. But that was the process of it. Zoom, chats, oh, poor connection, I can't hear you, you're breaking up. Like, there was a lot of stuff that we would have to deal with due to COVID, but we made it through and we got it done.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that a little bit, I feel like now that we're in crunch time, because I feel like I didn't mention this. The documentary, you guys actually can know this, it comes out Juneteenth. So
right, gotta make an impact.
Yes, so literally in like, what is that, 21 days?
Yeah, pretty much.
So being in this editing process, which is something that I have done like once before, and it was something that was so crazy for me, and being able to do it now with something that's very much longer. So just doing that and not being able to meet with our editor face to face, which is something that a lot of people do, which I find very helpful, but not being able to do that, but having to do it, all over email, this, and this, fill out an EDL, send it over by a specific date, make sure that it's there on the deliverable. It's a lot of work. And not to mention, we're both still in school. Like we're both still in school for a while. Like Addison, she graduates, so she's out of school a couple of days before me. But at the end of the day, we're like both still trying to manage that part too. So when it comes to doing the documentary, it did take a lot of like time, organization, and patience. And I feel like we've both been able to learn a lot through this process, which is just like be as organized as possible, because if not, your head is going to be like literally spinning. And we've realized a lot of the mistakes that we have learned, that we have done throughout this process, but it'll help us become better filmmakers, better in our career in entertainment in the future and now. So it's all been a great experience, but at the end of the day, it has been kind of hectic. To this pandemic.
Yes, I can tell because UPS, like they're packed. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
God. You cannot trust them. Like your stuff will literally become broken or it will like won't be there or it won't be there on time. So I really give props to you guys because you can't control things that aren't in your hands. Like you can't control how fast UPS can ship it out to somebody, and you can't control whether or not like their scheduling works. So you all being able to find a balance between like 20 people, which is absolutely insane. I didn't know you had that many people. I was like, whoa. I thought I'm thinking like 5 people. Like, okay, 5 people. No, like more like 20. That's crazy. Exactly. So I really give props to you guys because handling that with the two of you, that's kind of like 10 and 10 each. But at the same time, it's not, because you also have to go through making sure that everything is where it needs to be and everybody's where they need to be and how like their scheduling and their timing works out for both of you. So I really, really appreciate you guys for that.
Oh, thank you. And you. I'm so grateful, mainly for you. Your interview, it went so smoothly because you
talk about that all the time. Like your interview was just really good.
Your interview was really like great. I remember me and Addison, we were going through the footage specifically from yours the other day, and we were like, oh, she gave us exactly what we needed.
Right, like concise. Right to the point.
And my timing, because we would have been done way quicker, but my internet and like it was like my computer and my internet, I was like, what is going on? So it just like the stuff kept dying on me, and I'm like, oh, come on. And then like for maybe like 10-ish minutes I was like completely off of the Zoom, and then I was like, no, I just got kicked out, and my Nana had to help me. It was just it was very chaotic, but we got it done, and I was like, oh, I kind of rocked that. That was kind of cool.
I'm so excited. Oh, we got like 5 minutes on the clock left.
Okay, and with that 5 minutes, I have one last question. Okay. So when does this? Oh wait, you said that. When does the documentary come out?
Say that.
Juneteenth. I think that's really cool though how you did that. That was really smart. Juneteenth, like
19.
Yes.
I can't say what I want to say or else it'll give it away. But I'm gonna text it to you, like one of the other reasons why we made it on Juneteenth. And it'll make sense once people like see like what
once they see it. Once everything is revealed,
yes.
Why.
Yeah, it's Juneteenth because it's Juneteenth, Black Excellence, but there's another reason that it goes along with, and so it'll be explained after you guys like get to see and hear exactly like what the documentary is about. It'll make sense.
And I kind of like being like the kind of behind the scenes of the documentary because it's like you're kind of like hiding something from people, and they're like, I want to know what it is. And it's like a countdown date. You know when like your favorite show is coming out with a new season, or like a new movie is coming out with the sequel. You're like, yes, June 19th. I really want to see this. So it's like a countdown. You're very like patient, but you're anxious because like, come on, Day, come on. So I really like that too. How you kind of like, I'm gonna tease you guys just a bit, but not too much.
Yeah, like we put out our first teaser for it yesterday.
Was that yesterday? Yeah.
I think it was yesterday, Thursday. Yeah. So we put out our very first one, and people didn't even know like the Teendom episode was gonna be revolved around that. So you can actually, I'm gonna say this, after this weekend, you can go to we actually also have and I'm just going to say this now. The people who saw the teaser yesterday know the very first 5 beginning letters of the words for this documentary. So OSAAT. So
OSAAT.
OSAAT. Right. Those are the first 5 letters of the 5 words for our
acronym for it.
So our Instagram for that, if you want to learn more information, is at OSAAT.Doc, which is the username is actually going to change tonight after we announce the name. Yes. And afterwards, you also can go to inspiredmelanin.com for more information if you want to learn even more. So you can do that. And both of those things are in the description for this Teendom episodes, or if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can find it in the description. Yes. And I'm so excited for the people to find out, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am. And also, like you said, they can go to Inspired Melanin. They can also go to my Instagram page, directorseye_08, because I'll be posting about it as well. And the OSAAT doc Instagram page. But I'm so geeked and I'm so excited to release the name.
Me too. Like I'm literally so oh my God, it's
right.
It's time, Addison. Are your cookies done?
They're done.
Okay. So what we now have to do, let's line them up accordingly. So it goes in order.
Get them in order.
So we are going to put ours in order. Addison, I think yours are going to look better than mine. Mine are out here looking real. Oh my God, one of my cookies broke. Okay.
Oh.
This is
just squeeze it a bit.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Yep.
Just a frosting. It'll be like the glue.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, I think mine are lined up accordingly. Okay. Addison, you ready to show yours?
I'm ready.
Okay, so who wants to go first? You know what, Aniya, you choose who goes first.
Yeah, you choose.
This is pressure. Like I'll say Addison. Go ahead.
All right.
So yeah. Should I join from my other device?
Yeah, you can join from your other device so the people can see.
Okay, cool.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're good.
All right. Okay, so I'm about to reveal my cookies. So here we go. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, got all 5.
Nice.
Yeah, tried to be a little detailed, giving you some hints.
I love the colors. The colors are so fun. Those are cute.
Thank you. They are. Yeah. So, yep, those are my cookies.
You're muted.
Why is that so funny?
One of the other things about Zoom and COVID.
That rarely happens to me. Oh my gosh, that's like normally Addison's thing, not mine.
Me? No, never.
So these are my cookies. Let me show them to you guys. So the first one, I'm just gonna say what each one represents because like this is like really like bad. So the first one is the number 1, but with the sprinkles you can't exactly tell. Then this one represents person walking. That symbol, you guys should all know that.
Yeah.
This this represents the letter A, and then this one is a clock.
Okay.
So those are my cookies.
Yes. And those are actually really good hints because
Yeah,
that really that course with the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried my very sorry, I was like trying to get off the other device and I was like, but I tried the hints. So now we are going to go to the audience. So if you have any other questions whatsoever for any of us, then you can. And we also want you guys to try and guess in the chat based off of our cookie hints. I'm just gonna
Drop them.
based off of our cookie hints, I'm trying to just show them. Like, you can put yours up if you want to, like this, so then we can like. All right, wait.
Let me flip them. Wait.
All right, everyone, smile real quick so I can take a screenshot and then like post this on Instagram a little later.
Wait just a second.
My life imaginary cookies.
All right. Okay, we got it.
Okay, got it.
So based off of our cookies and our hints, you guys tell us. I'm gonna do that for mine too, actually.
Yeah.
You guys tell us what you think these mean. So do. We told you guys what our cookies are, what they represent. So I'm going to look in the chat and see what potential guesses that you guys may have.
And as you're looking at that, just like you did, I guess I can kind of break down my cookies too. So this is the letter A. This is like a shoe, kinda, right? This is, the sign that you all, it's a little rough, but the @ sign. I think I might have mixed them up. The letter 1, the number 1, and then a clock. So yeah,
We pretty much have the same thing.
same thing, but yeah.
Y'all, we tried to be very creative, and okay,
we did.
I say. Someone said, all right, I'm just gonna say that these hints confuse me to no end. Oh no, we're trying.
Really?
Oh, we're trying. Okay, hopefully we can maybe try and clear it up in a second. But let's see. I'm gonna go to Facebook, see what you guys have to say. What are some clues? Like, what
I think.
what are clues?
Sorry. I think this is a lot funnier because you guys like aren't decorated. So it just makes it like 10 times more funny and a lot harder for them to guess it.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
And it's so like bad. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh,
No, these are really good hints. Like these are really good.
wait. I think someone on Facebook got it.
Really?
Oh,
What they say?
Someone on Facebook got it. Someone said 1 at a time.
Oh,
Don't give it away yet. They gotta figure out
Oh,
the
they
X.
got it. They got it.
What they say?
They said 1 step
At a time.
yeah.
There we go.
So, y'all, now that you officially know, we are also going to show you the logo for the project too. So the
Yes.
name of our
Ooh.
project is 1 Step at a
Yes, 1 step at a time.
That's so pretty. Yes.
So
Yeah.
exciting. And
It
now I'm
looks so good.
Yes.
Better than our cookies.
way better than our cookies, girl. Way better. This is so exciting. You guys finally know the name of what we have been working on for like 6 months.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. So guys, this is OSAAT. This is 1
OSAAT, 1 step at a
at a
time.
time. And also guys, I can't wait for you guys to see it. I just cannot wait. Like this is gonna be so fantastic. And you guys will be seeing it very soon. Remember, June,
Yes.
save the date because details for you all to be able to see this documentary is coming up real soon. I can finally say the name.
Right. No more OSAT, no more acronyms. Yes. 1 step at a time.
We had to like keep the acronym OSAT in it. Actually,
Right.
catchy.
It was.
Yeah, it is. Like that.
We need it on a
OSAT.
shirt. We need merch.
We need
Oh
merch.
yeah.
We need
Yes.
Hashtag OSAT.
Yeah. OSAT.
Now you guys get to eat the cookies, which is the best part.
Right. Let me take a picture real quick and then I'm gonna eat them.
Oh, I should do that too because I was about to eat mine.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make a post.
First off, before we like get our hands dirty, everyone like say like cheese to the camera so I can also take a screenshot of this later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, boom.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna take a picture of my cookies for you all to be able to see, and I'm so glad that you guys were able to guess it. I'm so glad you guys got it correct first.
Yes.
Right.
I was
I
like,
wouldn't have
whoa.
been able to guess it. I'm a little slow.
I wouldn't have been able to guess it either. Oh my gosh, I'm loving all of the nice, beautiful comments that you guys are leaving us. We're so thankful for your support. All of it.
Yes. It
So-
means a lot.
It is so great. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. And which cookie should we eat? Like which?
I'm gonna eat the step.
Someone told me to eat the at one. So
Eat the at makes sense.
this is my best one, to be honest. This is my
Yeah.
Yours is so much better. Mine's a little. It looks like I don't know what it is, but
It's like Chrome browser, I feel like the
right. If only I just finished it.
All right. On 3. 3, 2, 1.
oh
Oh,
Mm.
it's so good.
Oh, I never spitting it out. I was like, oh,
The frosting is so. And I laugh.
this is so good.
The
and
frosting is so sweet.
the best snack is butter and sugar. Like I swear, if you just like pick it up and you eat it sounds
Butter
like
and sugar?
really unhealthy, and then it sounds gross at the same time. But I swear, it tastes so good. Like unsalted butter and sugar. Oh, it's amazing. Promise.
No,
Yeah, I was
I
picking up the
had
cookie
that
dough.
mixture. I like
You
when making the cookies. Did you like see in the video how I had like the butter and like
yeah.
mixture?
Yeah.
It was so good. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that though. Sorry, parents. I know that you guys are like watching the show and you're probably like, what? Yeah, I did that. I did that.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This recipe is awesome, Aniya.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I love that.
I love this. I love this. The cookies are so good. They taste
Mhm.
delicious. Aniya, thank you so much for the recipe.
You guys are welcome.
So good. Oh, I can't wait to eat all these up. Oh,
Right.
Someone said now that we've eaten the at one, it's one step at a time.
One step at a
It's
time.
one step at a time.
One step at a time.
That sounds so funny. Oh my gosh. I just dropped mine. Okay. I cannot thank you guys enough for being on the show with me today. It has just been so fantastic to be able to have both of you on. Aniya, you are so fantastic. I'm so grateful that you were able to be part of the documentary with us, and also to be able to pub Butterup.Chi. Remember,
Definitely.
Go in the description. You can check out her Instagram, check out her website. I mean, not website, email.
Right.
Do all of that. I'm telling you guys, all of her things that she makes is fantastic.
Thank you.
Just thank you so much.
Thank you for having me in both the documentary, and I appreciate like this. I really have fun. Like I was genuinely, I was like,
Me
so
too.
nervous, oh my goodness, because I'm like, I have a lot of background noise, but it did so good, and I really appreciate you for having me on. It was so much fun. I had a blast spending my time doing something other than scrolling through social media for like an hour.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We will see you later, Aniya.
Bye. Thank you guys so much.
You.
I really appreciate you. Have a great day.
Oh my gosh. And Addison,
yeah,
I am telling you guys right now, the world ain't ready. They ain't ready.
They're not.
They're not ready.
We're gonna take them by storm.
Not ready for this. And they also
Yeah.
aren't ready for what we have coming out very soon. Like they aren't ready. Keep your eyes open this weekend.
Stay tuned.
That's all we're gonna say.
That's all we're gonna say.
This weekend. Keep them open. And we'll just take life one step at a time. Oh, you see what I did there?
Okay. Put in a title in there.
Oh my
God. But just like Aniya said, this was so much fun. I think this was like the perfect way to release the name.
Yeah.
And we get cookies. So win-win. So yeah, once again, this was really nice, and I just really appreciate our partnership, and I can't wait for everyone to see what we're about to release. And this is going to be awesome. So thanks for having me on.
This is going to be awesome. And also, guys, Director's Eyes, Instagram, and email are in the description. So make sure to check Director's Eyes.
Please.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much, Addison.
Thanks, Avery.
I will see you later.
I'll see you later. Talk soon. Bye.
Oh, you guys. First off, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. This has been a fantastic way to be able to release the name of this documentary. I know you guys have been watching for literally an hour and 14 minutes right now. So all of you guys that have been here since the beginning, props to you. I know you see my messy fingers, but I just want to say, make sure to check out OSAAT doc. Make sure in the description on Instagram, and you can also go to inspiredmelanin.com for more information. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Teendom Talk Show. We will be back next week with another episode, and make sure to subscribe to Teendom Talk Show on YouTube. Follow Inspired Melanin LLC on Facebook so you won't miss anything. And make sure to also keep updates with my Instagram, AveryK_official, to not only get updates about Teendom, but now one step at a time. I will see you guys later.